All right. Welcome back to Waste Some Time with Jason Green. We are live here tonight on a Wednesday night, and we got some surprises. Originally, I said I want to get this live Wednesday organized. I want to get some other people involved. I want to get some guests involved. I want to actually plan, and I somewhat did that. We got some surprises, like I said, and as you know, we are going to check out the Twisted Sauce from Eddie Ojeda of Twisted Sister. And we're going to try that with some food, and we're going to do that in a minute. And also, the big news, Eddie Ojeda will be stopping by to evaluate our tasting of his sauces, and maybe he'll even answer a few of your Twisted Sister questions. All of that and more right after this. All right. I'm glad everyone can join me. We're going to have a good time tonight. We got some stuff to give away. We got some food to eat with the Twisted Sister hot sauce. You guys should get yourselves some so you can play along at home. All you got to do is go to the link in the description. Okay, let's talk about things that are going on first, because in a mere 30 minutes, less than that, Eddie Ojeda will join us live from Nashville, and he is going to talk about his hot sauce, and we're going to try it. But before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about the interviews. Have you guys been watching the interviews that I've had on the channel? This week, right now, Carmine Appice is the brand new interview. People seem to love it. 3,000 people have watched it in the first day. This guy's got some amazing stories. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. Let's talk about Ross the Boss of Manowar. Howard Stern used to say that sometimes people come on his show and they get comfortable and they start chatting and they say things that they didn't mean to say, or they say things because they feel like they're talking to a friend. So me and Ross the Boss, we kind of got a New York chat going on, and we started chatting. And what happens when you start chatting? You say things. Well, part one, we talked about the Dictators. It wasn't as popular. Me, I'm a big punk fan. I like the Dictators. But we get to part two, talking about Manowar, and he calls the guys, he calls Joey DeMaio a scumbag, and says that he doesn't think a reunion could happen, and other things. Watch the interview, you can hear about it. Anyway, it makes news. And I think he felt bad for what he said, and he issued an apology. And then the apology made news, and then probably caused more attention to the first story. And so if that wasn't enough, a few days later, he issued a second apology, which made more news. And now that video is over 5,000 views. I don't want to take it down. He hasn't asked to take it down either, but it's there. And, he meant what he said. I think he'd like to play with those guys again, maybe. But anyway, if you haven't checked out that interview, check it out. And that is the backlash. A lot of people ask me, what happened? Why is he apologizing? And it's because I think he felt that he slipped in some of his personal feelings and got in the way. And maybe he doesn't want some of their fans to dislike him. Although most people, I found, enjoyed his honesty. Thank you, Kevin, for supporting, and all my Patreons for supporting. I want to make sure you guys are taken care of. You got all kinds of stuff coming in the mail and all kinds of other cool little perks. It's going to get busy here today, so if you want to get a question into Eddie, the super chat is the easiest way for me to see that, but I'll try to get to as many as I can. Anyone who's on the Patreon. I want to point out that we have some CDs to give away today. This is Ultra Rain. CD's called Mother's Day. And this is Jeff Plate is the drummer. Jeff Plate was in a band, Sabotage. He still is. He's in the band Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and he used to be in Metal Church. We have an interview with Jeff up on the channel right now. And I'm going to give 2 chances for people to win. You have to be present to win, unless you're a patron, and then I have your information. So we're going to spin the wheel of names one time, and that is going to be for a CD. And then we're going to open it up to the audience. All you have to do is you're going to have to go to his video, and you're going to have to put a hashtag out, and that'll get someone else to win. So let's take a look at the old wheel of names. I know you guys have missed it. I've missed the wheel of names myself. So hold on. You should be looking at the wheel of names, but give me a second. Modern technology here. Wheel of names. Okay, there we go. It's not coming up. This browser can't access your screen. What a bunch of bull. All right, hold on, guys. Technical difficulties. The Wheel of Names is not cooperating. Why is the Wheel of Names? So stupid. Technology. It's either great or it's awful. Let me see if it happens if I remove this. Give me a second, folks. This is what you tuned in for. To see a man struggle with a Wheel of Names. Did this damn thing every week for the last million weeks. Boy. All right, well, we're going to have to figure that out. Thank you. I'm the Oprah of Rock interviews. Well, I appreciate that. That's what happens when you're the Oprah of Rock interviews. You get people to say dumb things. I want to point out that I have a friend visiting from New York City here today, one of my oldest friends, Miguel, and he is a Puerto Rican from the Bronx, just like Eddie Ojeda. So I feel like he's an expert in hot sauce, and he is joining us right now live from the hot sauce taste kitchen. And let's just check in and see how things are going in the test kitchen. Miguel, how are things over there?
It's going good, Jason. Hola, amigos y amigos. Ustedes están mirando el Jason Green Show.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too. So I see right in front of you there, you have the box of hot sauce.
I do.
Yeah, and so we are gonna unbox it, and then we're gonna taste it, and we've got a bunch of food, right?
We do. We got a lot of yummy food to
put
some hot sauce and taste it.
Yeah, we have the arroz con camarones.
Arroz con camarones, yes.
For our English-speaking friends, that means rice with shrimp. And we've got papas fritas. French fries, yes. As you English folks call it, French fries. And we got some other stuff too. We got some tacos. We got some tacos, which are plant-based tacos, I should point out for anyone watching. So we are going to try the sauce on that. Okay, well, I'm glad you're over there. And we'll check back with you in the taste test kitchen in just a little bit.
Sure.
All right, so now you see that we have a lot going on today. I'm trying to get this damn Wheel of Names going. People love the Wheel of Names, and it just will not let it happen. Try capturing a different... Hold on, guys. I'm not giving up on the Wheel of Names just yet. The Wheel of Names never gave up on us. We don't need to give up on the Wheel of Names. So hold on one second. And try it in a different browser. See if that works. All right, guys. Let's see if I can get it to work this time. Wheel of Names. Here we go. I can get a damn taste kitchen going, but I can't get a Wheel of Names. No. All right. Well, listen. We're gonna do it anyway. Everyone who's on the Patreon is on the Wheel of Names. Let me see. Miguel, have you seen the Wheel of Names?
I don't see the Wheel of Names. No.
Okay, you let me know if you see the Wheel of Names over there. Okay, guys, hold on. We got some questions here. Would you ever do a meetup in Vegas? Would be cool. Maybe somewhere cool like well, I don't think that place is that cool, so that would not be the place. But I could find somewhere cool. If you guys just want to spin by my house, Miguel will open the door. Miguel, do you want to open the door for everybody?
Some of the people got to check IDs.
Yes, I might have to check a few IDs. We'll check back with you and the hot sauce test kitchen. But yeah, I love it. Right now is a bad time for people to be traveling. I personally don't even think most of these bands should be playing. But we'll see. Hopefully things get better. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin the Wheel of Names regardless. But I'm just going to tell you who won. That's how we're going to have to do it. Maybe there's a way I can show you using my phone. Watch this technology we're working on here. Okay, there's the camera on my phone, right? Now, if I go to the wheel, can you believe this? I go to the Wheel of Names. I can't see anything. Can't believe you guys are watching this nonsense. Maybe like that? Hold on. Can you see the Wheel of Names?
No, but I can see a nice picture of you.
Of me?
Yeah.
What about the Wheel of Names?
No, it's facing you. Maybe you do like a selfie or turn it around.
Oh, you just stick to the hot sauce. All right, Wheel of Names. Here we go. I'm going to spin it. Everyone who's on my Patreon's on the thing. You know I'm being honest. I'm shuffling it 3 times. Here we go. spinning for the wheel of names. It's spinning right now. Ooh, it's close. I think it's Lloyd. Lloyd, you are the winner. It was very, very close. It's actually very exciting. I'm sorry you guys missed it. It was very exciting. So, Lloyd, you are going to be taking home an all-terrain CD featuring Jeff Plate, Sabotage, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and Metal Church. Anyway, so that's on its way to you. You're a Patreon. I have your address. I look forward to getting that to you. We're going to give away more of these. Actually, I want to give one away to people watching. And I got to do this quick because Eddie Ojeda is going to be here, and he doesn't have time for all the sticking around. I'm going to put a link in the comments. You're going to go to this link. It's very easy. When you get to the link, you are going to hashtag waste some time with Jason Green. Right now, the link is on the screen. All you have to do is visit that video. Okay? Leave it on for a second because you don't want YouTube to think you're trying to bamboozle them. Leave it on for a second. In the comments, you can write a little something, anything you like. I don't give, whatever floats your boat. You were going to take that link. You were going to hashtag waste some time with Jason Green in case you need me to spell it out for you. There it is. You can copy and paste it. Sin City Collector is joining us today. He is the mod. He will also be sharing that information. If you want to win an all-terrain CD, all you have to do is go to the video. It's an interview with Jeff Plate, and throw a little hashtag down. You can like it too. Why not? I'm assuming you've all subscribed at this point. We've only got about 15 minutes until the taste test, and so I want to make sure that you guys are going to be here for that because Eddie Ojeda will be here shortly. Let's see how things are going in the Taste Kitchen. Miguel, how are things going over there?
Oh, it's going good. Can't wait to taste these sauces on these delicious little...
All right, that's enough. So, yeah, Miguel's ready in the Taste Kitchen right now, and you can see how excited he is. You can see that he's he's prepared, obviously, several statements for you, and so he's going to do that. I want to tell you about what's coming up. Very, very important news, okay? This Friday, JJ French from Twisted Sister will be on this show. He's got a new book. It's right there. It's called Twisted Business. That's Friday. And then after that, Monday, Susie Quattro. Susie Quattro is an absolute legend. If you don't know Susie Quattro, it's time to go to school, folks. You got to learn. Amazing interviews. JJ French Friday, Susie Quattro on Monday. If that's not enough, who else is coming up? Let's take a look at the old schedule. Greg Chason from Badlands. Greg Chason from Badlands. We recorded that. It's coming up soon. Brad Logan from Leftover Crack. He has a book out. A lot of people told me they wanted to see Leftover Crack. Now is your chance. David Fishoff, who owns Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp, he will come on and talk about some cool stuff. Also, Tim Ripper Owens will be here. Rob Affuso, the original drummer for Skid Row. Singer-songwriter Jack Ponte. We're talking about having him come on. He wrote some crazy, cool stuff. And then I just recorded an interview yesterday with Johnny D of Brittany Fox. And Johnny D, I'm going to attempt to reunite Brittany Fox. So if you guys are a fan of that band, tune in because I am going to attempt to reunite Brittany Fox. And you'll see the results. It's an interesting video. Miguel, over in the test kitchen, do you know who Brittany Fox is?
I do.
Yeah. What's your favorite song?
I don't have a clue any of the songs. At first, when I heard the name, I thought it was like a female singer, but then I saw like the album cover.
Okay, that's enough. So, I mean, I think that he should have just said, I like the, that rocking one, been more generic instead of obviously showing that he's never heard of Brittany Fox in his life. So anyway, those are the guests who are coming up. Anyone got any questions? Because if you do, now's your chance because we're going to get very busy with Twisted Hot Sauce. I also want to point out, today is Eddie Ojeda, but next few weeks, Bumblefoot's going to be here. We're going to check out Bumblefoot's hot sauce. I don't know which one's best, but we're going to find out. Alice Cooper hot sauce coming up soon. Also, I'm going to start doing some countdowns of my favorite things because, Oprah can do it, I can do it. I'm going to give you some countdowns of my favorite records, favorite bands, going to Halloween, favorite horror movies, and all of those kind of things. So you want to stay tuned. We're going to be going live every Wednesday. We're going to be going live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I want you guys to join me every Wednesday. We got to get this thing going. People seem to like it. We got interviews every Monday and Friday. This is really tying up all my time. It seems easy, but believe me, there's a lot of work that goes involved. I feel like we should give away another CD to a Patreon. Miguel, what do you think? Should we give a CD away to Patreon?
Why not?
I agree. Okay, so let's. Now you're not going to be able to see it. I'm just going to go to the wheel of names. But I'm going to spin. I'm going to shuffle it 3 times. 2, 3. And we're spinning now for someone else to win an all-terrain CD. Here we go. Kimberly. This one was easy. No doubt about it. Kimberly is the winner. So Kimberly, I hope you dig all-terrain because you're going to be getting a CD very soon. What is the question here? What band treated Twisted Sister the best as an open act? Well, hold the question. You're going to get it. Hold that question because you are going to have a chance to ask Eddie yourself. You need to do more live remotes, like videos, going places. Yes, I think you're right. I've been concentrating on doing the interviews, and but yes, it's time to broaden out a little bit. And hey, look at this, Lake Town, you won. I hope you're a fan. I hope this is something that you dig. Great new music, brand new, and we got to support independent artists. That's one of the reasons that I'm promoting this. Jeff's a great guy. So okay, well, I'm glad that you won. And you're a Patreon, and that's why my Patreons should get on board. All the Patrons are receiving guitar picks and a bunch of other cool items, and they get entered into these contests every week. And you get your name on the wheel of names, which normally you would be able to see. I somehow can't get it to work today, but for some reason my share screen is betrayed me. Let's see. Can you see that though? No. I am not sure what the problem is. Technical difficulties. I can see you. I see you over there in the test kitchen. All right. Let's make sure that you guys are cool. Kevin got his stuff. Awesome. I'm glad to hear people getting their packages. And there's a lot more stuff on the way. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Oh, I want to check on the comments. So for those of you who are not a Patreon and you want to win one of these, all you got to do is go to the video. Since the collector should probably be sharing that video, and I think he has it. If not, I'll put it there too. Go to this video. Hashtag waste some time with Jason Green. As you all know, there's no E at the end of Green. And then we'll see who the winner is of that CD. And I mean, that's open to anybody. But yeah, the Patreon is a great thing to support the channel. We got different tiers. There's a $5 tier. You still get the welcome kit and a bunch of cool stuff. And okay, let's wait. There's another one. You got your autograph and your pics. Awesome. A few days ago. Perfect. I'm glad that everyone's getting their stuff. So for as little as $5, you get the welcome package. For $10, you get the welcome package, and you also get to watch the videos before everybody else. Most of my people here have seen the upcoming videos because they get to watch them privately first. Then the next tier, you get to ask a question to a guest, and we also give those away every now and then to Patreons. We spin the wheel and see who wants to ask a question. Tonight, you're all going to here's someone asking if I got a box delivered by UPS, and I can't remember, but I think I did. Let's see, Carmine Peace, yeah. Carmine Peace is a great interview. You have to finish. It's a long one, but it's definitely worth watching. Hello, everybody watching. Someone likes my Spice Girl shirt. I understand. You probably have good taste. I want to read some comments from assholes. A new segment we're starting here called Comments from Assholes. That could be you, by the way. You could be the asshole. Each week I'll select a comment from an asshole in the audience, and then I will read that asshole's comment. Today's asshole is Enigma. Enigma says, I can't take the stupid face Jason Green makes all the time while his guests talk. Looks like he's keeping something really sour in his mouth while puckering up to kiss someone. Ay, Dios mío. I don't know what they want. What does this guy want? Why is he so concerned with my face? Listen, I know nowadays it's okay to be out and open, but if you're watching interviews to see my face and how I react, you are an asshole. If you have so much time that you go into YouTube comments to judge things like that, you're an asshole. And what we need to do with assholes like this, we need to state the new rules. There's new rules to commenting. If you have something negative to say about my show, you have to present an interview of you doing what I do, but doing it better than me. Okay? So you want to make fun of me, you want to insult me, you want to say you don't like something, you've got to go online and post an interview. So if you say, I don't like how you interviewed George Lynch, you said George's name too many times. One asshole said that. Then guess what? Show me your interview with George Lynch, and your question will be right to the top. I will send you a refund for what you get for watching this show. Okay, so I want you to know that. That's the first thing. And then the other thing is, if you have a question about physical appearance, mine or one of my guests, you have to post a photo of yourself, okay? And if we'll let judges decide. If you're such a handsome fella, because I guarantee you're a fat fuck in your mom's basement. I guarantee it. But I don't know if you can say that. But I apologize to fat fucks in their mom's basements everywhere. Let's see if we have any other asshole. Here's a good one. This comment comes from Kawi Jitsu. Kawi Jitsu, come on down. You're an asshole. Thank you. Thank you. He says, man, he's talking about George Lynch, not me. Man, this dude is an average musician at best. At best! All capitals. There are lots of reasons that all of those bands went with the newer, younger, better guitarists. Coolest thing about this guy is his signature guitar. The thing is pretty sweet. You think George Lynch is an average musician? Holy shit. Well, what shit are you listening to that you think is so good? I want to know. You know what I'm saying? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. So if you think that you know better, feel free to tell me. I'm seeing if I have any other assholes. Well, this was one of my favorites. I've read this one before, but it's worth reading again. This one came from Ed D. Ed D. Ed D said, and I'm going to read it with bad grammar and all. Ed D says, since this interview, this was the great cat. Since this interview, I've lost interest in your channel. I was a fan, but this interview lost my respect in you, in what you're doing. Everything's spelled wrong. You wasted our time and yours in this ridiculously stupid interview. 7 minutes of my life I'll never get back. Well, I actually only watched it for 3 minutes. I couldn't take anymore. You lost your street credibility interviewing her. A fan I was. Now moving on. Sorry. I mean, a fan I was. What is this guy, Yoda? Anyway, asshole. Asshole. And listen, we all know fucking George Lynch is amazing. I'm not saying you have to like, I'm not saying you have to love George Lynch. That's not the point. But the point is, if you think he's average, you're an idiot. And you should supply a tape of you playing Mr. Scary, and then we'll see who's average. Anyway, I had to get that out of the way. And by the way, that great cat interview is huge. 5,000 views plus, and people love it. And yeah, it was ridiculous. I warned everyone it was going to be ridiculous. What do you want me to tell you? What do you want me to tell you? I'm taking a look now to see if we're ready to give away a CD. Let's see if I can get this going here. We got the YouTube video, and then we want to filter on an exact text, which is right here. That's not what I want. All right, hold on. You folks, stay tuned, because Eddie Ojeda from Twisted Sister will be here. Friday, JJ French from Twisted Sister will be here. And we got a lot to talk about. I'm just spelling waste some time with Jason Green right now. It takes me a long time. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look here. Trying to pick a winner for you guys. Okay. Here we go. Start the raffle. Pick a winner. Okay, it's going randomly. Think Real is the winner. Think Real. Think Real. If you're watching, please go to my Instagram. Let me know that you are the winner, that you think real, and give me your information, and I will get this to you. I did not go see Guns N' Roses. I don't think Guns N' Roses should be playing. I think that if bands are getting sick left and right, and yeah, they're having a protocol, but what about the audience? I do not think that they should be playing and jeopardizing fans' health and lives. I think it's stupid. And listen, if you want to go, I get it. I know that some bands need to make a living. A lot of people I'm interviewing, their living comes from playing music. Guns N' Roses is rich. It's a joke. Kiss charging you $1,000 is a joke. You know what I mean? To meet them behind a piece of plexiglass. If it's so sick that they get sick, they shouldn't be playing. Sit the fuck home for a little while. You know what I mean? Comment on YouTube videos for a change. Anyway, so no, I'm staying at home. But you're all welcome to socially distance at my house. So we gave away 3 All-Terrain CDs. Jeff Plate will be happy. If you didn't win and you want to get one, I'll put the link in the description. You can get one as well. Sin City Collector is sharing my Instagram, where you can see steamy pictures of me, and you can also contact me to let me know. I get a lot of email. I want to warn everyone with peace and love, peace and love. I get a lot of email, and I can't read them all. Next week, I'll read you some fun ones, or maybe at the end of the show. But if you're in business and you want me to do something for you, and there's not much I can do for you, I'm sure, don't write me nice emails and when I can't get back to you, right, you son of a bitch. You know what I mean? That usually is what happens. If you ever saw a movie called The King of Comedy with Jerry Lewis, this woman goes up to Jerry Lewis's character and she asks him, she goes, I love you so much. I'm a big fan. Can you please sign my autograph? And he says, I don't have time. And she says, you're a son of a bitch. You should get cancer and you should die. That's how my emails are. My emails are a lot like that. Miguel, do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So these people, they turn on me because I don't have time to read. I can't read every email, and most of the ones I'm getting are to manage bands. I don't know if I'm going to manage bands. You know, this takes up a lot of my time, and so. But I'll tell you what, you guys would love to see the offers that I get, and some come from very famous people, and maybe I'll do some stuff down the road. Right now, this is my focus. You guys make this great. And I enjoy doing it. Okay, so just a few minutes. Eddie Ojeda from Twisted Sister is going to join us. I'm glad you guys are asking important questions. You know, a lot of times we get, lighthearted questions. Who is my favorite Spice Girl? Good question. Sporty Spice is my favorite Spice Girl by far. I have, in my memorabilia collection, I have 2 autographed Sporty Spice dolls. Did you know that? Miguel, did you know that?
I do. I think we were there one time when you got one of them.
Nice. I don't believe that. But I do have 2 Sporty Spice signed dolls. She is my favorite. I see a lot of Gingers. Ginger Spice. Yeah. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with the Spice Girls. So, okay. And then, of course, the usual questions. You guys want to know when am I going to have Vito Bratta, Warren DeMartini, all those things. Warren DeMartini has still not responded. I will say that I've talked to Stephen Piercy every day of the week, every single day this week. Maybe that'll keep Warren from calling, unfortunately, but who knows? A lot of good stuff happening, a lot of top secret stuff coming. Can't say about everything, but a lot of good stuff. I'm glad that you guys are joining us today. We're going to have a good time. And then just a little bit, like I said, Eddie Ojeda of Twisted Sister. I wanted to show you guys the hot sauce, but for some reason, my share screen is not working. Share screen is not working. But that won't stop us from having a good time. So if you guys want to ask questions until Eddie gets here, I am up for that. I am up for all questions. Please have a Spice Girl unboxing and tasting. I would like to do that. And it could be coming, you never know, very soon. I feel like there was a lot of innuendo in that one. I did read the J.J. French book right behind me, Twisted Business. That is available. You can purchase it. It's kind of a half business book, half a biography, a little of everything. And I read a book by Steve Broy. Steve Broy is in The Mentors. He's a founding member of The Mentors. He wrote a book about his life with El Duce. If you guys are into punk rock, I recommend it. He's going to come on the show soon, and we are going to discuss it. And and so I read that book. I read the book about leftover crack. I knew nothing about leftover crack. Now I can't get enough. It's like I wake up at night and I'm out in the street filleting strangers to get the leftover crack. Oh, wait a second. Miguel, do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
I do. I was there when you interviewed leftover crack guy.
Oh, you were there for that. That's right. Yeah.
Sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, I think I gotta look this way. I think if I'm going to talk to you, I have to look this way.
Brady.
Like the Brady Bunch, exactly. Yeah. I'm getting excited. I'm looking at that box of sauce and I'm thinking, wow, this is going to be good. And if people could see all the food that we have, all the food. All right, that's enough of you. Ron Keel interview was great. Some people like the Ron Keel interview. Some people hate the Ron Keel interview. Some people are very mad. I let him say some things that some people have political issues with. It's his opinion. He's allowed to say it. Whether I agree or don't agree, I don't think we have to say that it's obvious I don't agree. Let's see. Have you seen Brent Muscat's interview? I would rather put a tuning fork in the tip of my penis and then hit it, boom, than watch an interview with Brent Muscat. So the answer is no. What else we got? Michael Lee Firkins. That'd be an interesting one. Have to look into that. I'm still looking at Michael Kelly Smith of Brittany Fox. You got to see. I'm on the way to Arizona to try and locate Brittany Fox. Hey, Think Real. There you are. You are a winner. I hope you dig that CD. Cool stuff. And very soon, Eddie Ojeda will be with us. So actually, any second. Anticipation is starting to kill me over here. Are you excited?
I am.
Yeah. Just hanging out in the test kitchen for now, though, right?
Yep.
All right, Miguel is here. Now, I should point out, Miguel, in case people don't know, you are an actor. Miguel was in 2 off-Broadway shows. He's produced theater. He's also a writer, done a lot of writing. And then he's also done a lot of acting. And some of the acting, look, to be honest, Miguel's had to pay the bills. Some of these parts were very small. Some he was cut out. But some of them, some of the movies he's what they call a background performer. But some of the movies that he's performed in are The Joker, right?
Yeah, it was cool because they filmed it up in the Bronx. So before the world could see his costume, I was like there, standing right next to him acting. So that was kind of cool. I don't care if it was an extra, but it was more the experience of seeing Joaquin Phoenix there doing, his acting, his improv.
You're on the subway with him in that scene. Yeah. But you had a mask on.
Yeah.
Everyone wore a mask, including Miguel. So that's pretty cool. He is you can see him in Carlito's Way if you look really carefully. That's going back. My favorite of your TV roles is when you were on, America's Most Wanted?
I think so. Yeah, I did a few America's Most Wanted and Law and Order.
Law and Order, you played a dead body. You were very good performance.
That's how I got an agent.
Yeah, your agent got you that. That's right. And you get into a union for playing a dead body on Law and Order. And there's a whole bunch of other cool projects. John Wick, right? Didn't you hang out in Times Square with Keanu Reeves in the rain?
Yeah, he was nice. He was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and it's all soaking rain, and he's like sitting in an apple box, just like going like this, and I'm going like, holy smoke! But he looks at us and he's like, "You guys okay?" So he's a really nice guy, very nice guy.
Yeah. Someone says here, Miguel, never go on Dateline, and that's a good point. If someone should show up at your house and say, "Have a seat right over here," run, run. You did something wrong. But anyway, and Miguel, you've done so many different cool projects. Actually, movie that you did a little something upcoming is West Side Story.
West Side Story, yeah. It's kind of surreal because I love that movie, West Side Story, so I don't care if I'm just an extra. It's more like to be part of a movie that you grew up like watching, so it's kind of surreal to say like.
And you were directed by Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. And so anyway, that's coming out at Christmas time. And they made Miguel cut his hair, right? They did it for you, though.
Yep, I got a free haircut.
Free haircut, yes. Spielberg didn't do the haircut, did he?
No, he didn't. He was so busy eating kids. Okay.
I don't think you can say that. Miguel's giving you a horrible conspiracy theory. In fact, we're going to put Miguel on a timeout for just a minute. There goes my monetized. So anyway, let's Any second now, we're going to have. Now, people are asking where the food is coming from. That is a very good question. We're going to be serving arroz con camarones for my English-speaking friends. That's rice with shrimp, and that comes from a Cuban restaurant called Habanos. And it's right. It's great, really good food. They also are providing us with the papas fritas today, which is French fries. And then we made some tacos, plant-based tacos, I should point out. And then we got some other stuff over there in the test kitchen. So we're just waiting for Eddie to come on, and then we'll get it started. In fact, I mean, I think we might be ready to start any second. I know this is what you guys are waiting for. You tuned in. You know, they got these things called mukbangs. You know what a mukbang is? Is that what it's called? That's where people eat a bunch of food. Thank you, Mike in Tampa. Mike in Tampa, fan of plant-based. Can't go wrong. Even the cheese is plant-based. I know, but listen, I'm not saying you guys eat what you want. You want to put your Eddie Ojeda sauce on a rack of ribs? It's your business. Someone wants to see the Epiphone behind me. Okay, why not? I don't believe in expensive guitars. I think the guitars are meant to be played, and I mean to be banged around. And, you know, and I just think that I don't like music snobs. There's no wrong way to play music. And there's no, hold on, Eddie Ojeda's texting. Is he having trouble? Yeah, maybe he's having trouble getting in. Hold on. Hold on, he's having trouble. But I'll show the guitar real quick. This is the 56 gold top model Epiphone. There it is. And I've had this guitar for quite some time. Great guitar, plays great. And you know what? The guitar like this at the time was probably $500. You know what I mean? Don't be a snob and, you know, oh, I got the 1964. Who cares? Doesn't make you any better a player, trust me. Okay. Let me just make sure that Eddie has the proper link. This is what happens when you do live internet, live broadcasting, live television. Yes, P90s, that's for sure. Let's see here. I think this is the link. Now I'm going to see if I can enter the studio. That's a test. We're going to do a test. I'm going to enter the studio myself. And then I got to allow that. So that's not working. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so it's not this one. Hold on, folks. We're going to get this right. Don't go anywhere. The amount of entertainment that we are about to have is staggering. Staggering. Ponderous. Ponderous, man. Ponderous. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to get this link ready. Because what a bummer would be if just a bunch of idiots eating hot sauce without Eddie Ojeda here to participate. Okay. One second, folks. All right. A lot of people watching. Hey, Dan got the Patreon welcome package. Thank you so much. Tora, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'm up for all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that Eddie has the link now, just in case. I'm gonna make sure I have the link, just in case. All right, hold on, folks. The miracle of live broadcasting. Okay, so I'm able. All right, I was able to access it. So Eddie says he's backstage, but I don't see him yet. He'll be here. Get your Twisted Sister questions ready, folks. Yes, if you didn't get your Patreon package yet, got to check that mail. They should be there. John Karabi, I think that could happen very soon because I've been, he has a book coming out and I've been working with that publisher on some projects. So I don't know what that means. We're getting close. We're getting close, folks. Barely contained the excitement. I know it works because I just tried the link and it worked. But, all right, everybody hold tight. 5,000 people watching, and we have all this. Oh, there he is.
Okay,
there he is.
I'm gonna have to use the phone because for some reason it's not working anywhere else.
All right. Well, I apologize for that. I was having some troubles too. Okay. By the way, I wanted to tell everybody, welcome Eddie Ojeda of Twisted Sister.
Hey.
Eddie is here. He was nice enough to stop by. We kind of kept this a surprise, Eddie. We were gonna unbox and taste the hot sauce, but now we're gonna do it with you here because you're the man. It's your sauce,
right? So
first of all, Eddie, before we get too deep, you got to tell people how you came up with the hot sauce.
Well, basically, I used to eat cherries for health reasons because I had gout. So a friend of mine named Chef John Rosati, he had a couple of wing sauces out already. So I started talking to him about doing a hot sauce. And I asked him, "You have is there a cherry hot sauce available?" He said, "No." So I said, "Well, let's do one." And we went back and forth trying different things. And that's how we came up with the first hot sauce, the cherry habanero.
Yeah, there's a cherry habanero.
Yeah, and the peach. Those are the two, the peach Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, and so the cherry is a medium, and the peach is a very hot.
Yeah, it's the Carolina Reaper. At the time, that was the hottest pepper in the world.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so.
I think we're back. You hear me, Eddie?
I think there's a couple of other ones out now that are like supposed to be hotter.
We froze.
I'm trying to get this to work here. Using the phone is a little weird, but okay. Can you see me okay? All right, go ahead.
Okay, you're back. We froze a little bit. You went into slow motion, but I was able to translate that you said the peach Carolina Reaper is the hottest pepper in the world.
Was the hottest pepper in the world. I think there's another one. Yeah, I think it's been taken over.
Okay. Well, I've got a link in the description. So people who want to taste these hot sauces with us, they can pick it up. It comes with an ebook full of your recipes, about 50 recipes.
Well, that's if they buy 3 or more bottles.
Okay. Well, I got the I think you can get it with 2, Eddie, because I bought a 2-pack and it came with the code. So.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. So, okay. So if you go to the link, you're gonna get that link to the recipes. And Eddie, I should point out, Friday on my show, I have JJ French.
Okay.
And JJ said all these controversial things about the New York Dolls. He said the New York Dolls sucked. It was the worst band he'd ever seen. Are you with him, or is he exaggerating?
He says shit like that, and that's him. I don't know why he says things like that.
Yeah.
Because he used to go see them all the time, so I don't know why. He just likes to be controversial, like you said. He just likes to bust chops, I think.
I feel. By the way, the Eddie hot sauce goes great on chops. I feel like he likes to stir it up because he kept going. Then he told me he went to see them every week. If you hated them that bad, why'd you go every week? Yeah,
exactly. That's the whole thing. He just sometimes the things that come out of that he says are just I don't agree with.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, sometimes when somebody in the band says something like that, people think everybody like that thinks same thing, and that's not that's not the case. And basically, I think he does that just for shock value. I don't know why he does stuff like that, and it just causes arguments, and it just.
Yeah. I let him talk. I like the Dolls, but it was his interview, not mine.
Yeah, they weren't the greatest, but they were entertaining to watch. They didn't suck. I mean, they was like a simple, straight ahead rock and roll band. It wasn't. It wasn't anything. I mean, I saw them a couple of times. I thought that, they had a great vibe. Just watching them, the way they looked and everything. They were like really into dressing and looking the part. So, there was more that went into that than just the way they played.
Yeah, absolutely. That it was much more. He also said to say hello to you and that he's coming to see you next week in Nashville.
Yeah, well, not next week. I think next month.
Okay. Well, see, even that he exaggerated. But he
Yeah,
said he's coming to see you. Make sure
Yeah.
you have some Dolls records for him when he gets there.
Yeah, he loves to like say things like that sometimes, and I don't really think he thinks that. I think he just says it to, stir things up.
I felt that way because he kept sort of digging. I think maybe he thought I would argue, but
Yeah, I think he does it just to get a rise out of people. That's
yeah.
what I think. When he says that, I just go, okay, whatever.
Eddie, you guys went to high school together, right?
Sure, yeah.
Was that George Washington?
George was in high school, 191st Street, and Audubon Avenue. Yeah.
Yeah, so crazy. I grew up at 218th Street, tip of Manhattan, not too far. I went past that high school all the time. When I was looking at high schools, I made sure not to take that one because many years after you were there, it wasn't as nice.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It definitely changed. And 218th Street, that was the Irish neighborhood, wasn't it?
Yes, Paul and Ace from Kiss grew up, started in that neighborhood.
They did. I thought they were from Queens.
Maybe they grew up there, but Paul had a place on Isham Street in the 200s, and he was an adult at this point. And Gene actually Paul went to the same public school as me, PS 98. I remember having this whole New York talk with. Obviously, he's a bit older than me, but he wanted to talk about Seaman Avenue and Dykeman Street and the Cloisters.
The Cloisters. I had no idea. I mean, I used to go hang out in the Cloisters all the time.
Isn't that wild? Cloisters is like a medieval museum for those who don't know.
Yeah, well, the Rockefellers owned it at one time. It's an amazing place to visit.
Oh, it's incredible.
But everybody in my high school, everybody used to go up there to get stoned, smoke weed, and everything, sing Crosby, Stills and Nash songs on the lawn, play guitar and stuff. I used to hang out there all the time. I'm surprised. Paul Stanley said he hung out there.
Yeah. He had this place because we had this whole long New York talk, and he had this place on Isham Street. This is probably right when Kiss was starting. And that,
So this must have been after the high school.
After high school, yeah.
Yes, that's probably when he probably just went there as an adult. Yeah, we were old. I was a teenager.
Oh, you went when you were in school, right?
Yeah,
and Ace went to the Irish bars. That was his spot.
Yeah, well, he was in the Bronx, and I ended up in the Bronx too. And my last couple of years in high school, I was commuting from the Bronx because I had moved from Manhattan. My parents moved, and I wasn't far from Ace. I lived on the Grand Concourse, and Ace lived on 205th Street in the Concourse, right by. Like I've been there with him. One time we went to his parents' house to get something, but it wasn't far from where I lived.
Yeah, it's funny how
both Bronx. We were both born in the Bronx. I was born in the Bronx. So
I was born in the Bronx as well. So
that's funny.
And I had Frank Bello on the show last week from Anthrax, some more Bronx boys. So I
didn't know that you were from the Bronx. Wow.
Yeah, that's where I was born. And I got my friend here who's going to taste the hot sauces with us. He's in the hot sauce test kitchen right now. There's Miguel.
All right.
And Miguel is a Boricua from the Bronx.
Another Boricua. Okay, good.
Yeah, so he's going to help us taste the hot sauce. I'm going to bring him back in a second. We've got people so insane that they loved your playing on hearing aid, and we got a lot of other compliments. I said that maybe after the hot sauce, you'll stick around and answer a couple questions for people about Twisted or whatever, if you're up for that.
Sure.
Okay, so let's figure out how to get this going. Let's set up the other. Here we go. Hold on. Let's add you. And then hold on. This is live broadcasting at its finest.
All right.
I'm going to take myself.
Try to do the hold this phone thing because I wasn't expecting to use the phone. Like weird. I'm trying to do. So,
All right. Eddie, can you hear us?
yeah. I was trying to get it on the computer. I don't know why it's not working on. I'm using Chrome because it's kind of hard holding this phone in the right spot.
Yeah.
It's giving me a hard time. I can't really see.
All right. Eddie, okay, so this is the box of hot sauce. We ordered it.
Okay.
And, this was ordered on Amazon, and like I said, you can people can do this themselves. They can follow the link. Supports the channel and also supports Eddie. Now,
on Amazon, I think I work with somebody that does it on Amazon, so he's probably sending the book differently than I do on my website.
he just sends a link on the top of the package to the book.
Okay.
That's how he does it. He's also not the best packer, Eddie, but we won't hold it against him. But okay, here we go. First look at the Eddie Fingers Ojeda hot sauce, and this is the cherry habanero right here.
Yeah.
Which I'm really looking forward to this one. And this is the peach Carolina Reaper. I'm a little scared of this one.
Yeah, that's like an 8 out of 10, but depends on the person.
But Eddie, I think you made hot sauces that people can actually eat. You see some people, they advertise their hot sauces like this is going to blow your colon out and make you unconscious. And I don't know how good that sounds.
Yeah, to me, it's not edible. Like when it's that hot, you know, it's like, that's why I say 8 out of 10, because that's hot enough. I mean, if, you know, the Carolina Reaper, if you really put it, a lot of it in, it's going to make it, you can get a 10. You can get that kind of heat. But, you know, I didn't want to make it that hot, you know?
Right. You have to taste it. And I think that's a big part with these sweet hot sauces, that there's some people have never had the fruit-based hot sauce, sweet and heat.
Right.
We're trying to get it open right now.
Cherry hot sauce, I won a Scoville Award for that.
Which is a huge honor, from the hot sauce community.
Yeah, that's like the Oscar for hot sauces. Or, you know, different categories. I won in the sweet heat category. So, yeah.
And Eddie, you know, one of the things I wanted to say about the hot sauce that I like so much is that a lot of these guys slap their name on a label. They're not really that involved. And you chose the recipes, and this sauce has been going on for years now. What sucks is if you taste the hot sauce that you like, and then it goes out of business, what do? You like this sauce. And Joe Perry had a great hot sauce, but, you know, it just becomes another project, and now you can't get it. So I'm glad that you're sort of keeping this going.
Yeah, it's been almost 6 years now. Yeah, I've had it for a while, you know.
And I can tell you
I think a lot of times, you know, I really did this 100%. It was my whole thing. I totally financed it, involved in it, and, you know, did everything. So, and, you know, my friend Chef John Rosati helped me create this. He owns a company called Rip and Red, and he has a couple of wing sauces, and he also has a hot sauce called Forbidden Angel. And, you know, he helped me create this. And, but, you know, and it's funny because a lot of people contacted him after that, and he said, well, you know, Eddie did the whole thing. He financed it himself, and, you know, I just helped him come up with the recipe. But it was one of those things. I think a lot of people, they just get a phone call from somebody and says, hey, I'd like to do a hot sauce and put your name on it. And that's what happens, and it sort of disappears because it didn't work out, because they weren't directly involved in it, you know? Yeah. It was just kind of something that was thrown at me. I mean, I'm not sure. I can't say that for sure, but, you know, usually that's what happens. I think, you know, people get these offers and they just don't really have anything to do. And they say, okay, and everybody does it for them. And they just put their name on it. they're not really involved in the whole financial part of it and putting it all together.
Yeah, it's your investment. You're going to keep it going. All right, so we got some food to try. Miguel, bring in some of the food. We got so some of it we made, and some of it we went to Habanero's Cuban Kitchen right next door to me, and so we got the tacos. We're going to start with that. And these we made, and these are plant-based. I told people you can put it on plant-based, or you could put it on ribs and beef and chicken, whatever you like.
Yeah,
so,
you don't brush your teeth with it too.
Yeah, well, some people say they put the cherry one on ice cream. I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's the good thing about the sweet hot sauces. You can put them on like pancakes and like waffles and even ice cream. Also, people can mix it like with marinara sauce or something, like any kind of red sauce or gravy if you want to just spice it.
That's what I noticed.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people add it to a base so they can make, pulled pork or something with it, and it goes well. So, oh yeah, we're supposed to. Hot sauce snobs say that you're supposed to smell it. By the way, it smells amazing. I will say. Yeah.
Good.
So Miguel's having the peach. I'm having the cherry serrano. So we're gonna give that a bite.
All right.
Eddie, which one do you recommend on a pastele on these two sauces?
I like it. For me, it's hard to say because I like both.
Okay.
So I don't. It depends on. I would try both and see which one you like better.
Yeah, okay. That's one in the yuca
Like
pastele.
on one part, you put like a little bit on one, take a bite, and then a little bit, and see which one works better. Because it depends on who made the pasteles and what they use on that too. So it might pair better with a certain. Everybody makes their recipes a little different, so it might pair better just by trying it out that way.
Tell us what you think.
Wow. Yeah, it's it creeps up on you, but it's like in a good way. Like the places.
Yeah, I tell you, it was a little. The cherry was a little hotter than I expected off the initial.
And it's not ultimate. It's not that hot. It's ultimate hot, but it's like good hot, not like over.
Bring in some of the rice. Let's get some rice in here. We got some arroz con camarones. And for my English-speaking friends, it's rice and shrimp.
This is a Cuban place near you?
Cuban, yeah. They don't have any Puerto Rican places.
In Vegas, huh? You're in Vegas.
Vegas, yeah. And this is like an authentic. This is an authentic place. We got our Frankenstein plates, and now we're going to try this. I'm going to try both of them. Here you go. Thank you, Miguel. What part of the Bronx are you from?
Fort Apache, the Bronx.
Oh, South Bronx, yeah. That's a tough
area,
man.
Yeah, now it's good, but back in the days, forget it. Not even the cops would go by.
I know. It was bad.
It was like that movie with Paul Newman, Fort Apache, the Bronx, like that back in the 70s.
Yeah, in the 70s, Manhattan was bad too. I mean, it was the city was bad then, man. It was rough. You have to be real careful. Now it's like 42nd Street is like Disneyland.
It is. Yeah, everything became commercialized. Like,
the 70s, you walk down, it was terrible, man.
We used to go to the movies right off the Grand Concourse, the RKL Fordham and the Valentine.
Yeah, the one on the concourse. That was a beautiful theater. That was a beautiful theater.
Yeah. On the Grand Concourse.
Yeah, that was really big. One of the last of the big, movie theaters like that.
Would have a chandelier. This was a big old time theater.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I remember going there with my girlfriend at the time. Well, she was my girlfriend at the time.
The Wanderers around there. Remember Alexander's right there in the Grand Concourse?
The Warriors or the Wanderers?
The Wanderers, but the Warriors too. But the Wanderers, they filmed it like around there as well.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, Grand Concourse.
Because those guys were from like Burke Avenue, that part of the Bronx, like Pelham Bay, that whole area.
Yep. Pelham Parkway.
Yeah.
So I'm having the peach now. And it's interesting. In some ways, the hot hit me a little hotter. This peach, the sweet is really good.
Yeah, but it depends on the fruit. Like,
great with the rice and
the peach is definitely hotter. But it's like sweet, and then you get the heat. so it creeps up on you. You know?
Yeah, as you're saying it, I start to feel that.
Yeah, that's
That heat, but it's a good heat. It's not.
like I said.
It doesn't feel like, oh my God, I got to go drink a quart of milk. You know.
Yeah, no, that's the point. You know, well, that happens when people eat these peppers by themselves. You know, and you know, some people get hurt doing that. You know, a couple of girls went to the hospital one time eating ghost peppers or something. And then they run out in the street and pour a gallon of milk down their throats. And,
Yeah, it doesn't sound fun.
yeah, I mean, basically it's an irritant when you do it like that. You just eat the pepper raw. You know, it's especially like Carolina Reaper. It's, you know, it'll really burn you.
Yeah, I like the cherry one. It's good with the rice and
the fruit really adds. So you're not just getting a hot experience; you're getting a sweet and a hot experience at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I like. And that's what I like about the hot sauces. You know, the fruit-based ones. You know, I tend to like them more. I mean, I like all different ones, but for myself, you know, I like having the sweet because it's more. You have more of a variation of the different kinds of food you could put it on. You know,
You got
like,
some.
you could put it on sweet stuff too, like ice cream and
mango.
pancakes.
I see like mangoes that the hot sauce on mangoes. Mexicans be doing that.
Yeah, there's a mango. I think there's a mango sauce. I thought about doing a mango, but I decided to go with cherry and peach.
You can add a third one. There's two of them. You can always add a third one.
Yeah, well, this is good for now.
He had a third. He had an apple, but it wasn't hot enough.
It was mild.
It
It was too mild, and I think, you know, with hot sauce, people want it to be hot. So, you know, I basically sold out of the apple, and I decided not to
Re-up.
do another run, at least not for now. But it's funny, like when you stop making something, then people want it.
Right.
And it started really picking up when I was starting to run out of it, when I was getting low on stock. I noticed people starting to order it a lot. And a few people said, oh, man, I really like that on my pizza. I used to put a lot of it. The thing about the apple was people would use a lot more of it because it was so mild. But I think, you know, most hot sauce people want something between a 5 and an 8. And some people want the 10, but, you know, if they want that, they can find that somewhere else. Because I think when something is that hot, it's really hard to eat, you know.
Yeah, well, this is it adds to the meal. It doesn't distract from the meal, and so
right.
You still have that flavorful kick. And then we know, Eddie, a lot of people buy these just as collectibles. You know, there's some people who don't want to even open them. They want to have.
Oh yeah, that happens. Yeah.
Or have you autograph, you know, the hot sauce.
Yeah, I've done that where I've autographed it, and you know they don't want to use it. I said, well, buy 2 bottles. Keep that one.
Right.
You know,
one to collect and one to eat.
Yeah, because I've done some, you know, when I've sold it in person at some of these festivals and stuff, you know, I've done a lot of that where I sign one. But like you said, some people just want the more signed one and they just want to keep it. And
yeah,
they're not even into hot sauce. They just want to have it as a collectible, you know.
And well, I think it's good though for people if they don't like super hot sauce. You know, a dab will do you. You don't have to add a ton. It will kick into flavor. So I think a lot of people might try it.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Like I said, you could just use a little bit. Now you don't have to use a whole lot. I mean, I know some guys that put it on hot dogs like ketchup, you know. And it depends on the person, you know. Some people can't deal with any hot sauce at all, you know. But there's guys that just love it and can eat a lot of it. And like I said, you could just, like you said, if you just put a little bit at a time, it's fine. It's not going to kill you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just add a lot of some spice to it, you know.
Well,
or mix it in with a sauce, you know.
Yeah, I'm excited to have it around the house because there's so many meals that I look at, and I think this would be better with some hot sauce. And you know, I like Tabasco and things, but you really want that extra flavor.
Yeah.
I
mean, Tabasco is classic. It'll always be around, you know.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that'll always be good, just like Chipotle and stuff like that. But it's good to have different types.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go back over to the studio real quick so that we can get some questions from people watching, and we'll do that real fast. That means I got to turn off the volume here. Okay.
All right.
Nice meeting you, Nicola.
Meeting you.
All right. Look at all this technical advances.
Yes.
All right.
I'm having a hard time with holding this phone. Okay. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Can you hear me there?
All right, hold on.
Okay. Back?
Yeah. Let me just figure out where that feedback is coming from. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. You hear me, Eddie? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Now, let's see what kind of questions we have. Okay, so here's John. John is saying that he has a harder time, and he avoids hot sauce usually, but he thinks it's good that your marketing of it, and that he wants to try more mild and medium sauces. So the cherry habanero would be the one for you if you're not used to hot sauce.
Yeah, that's it's a halfway point. And like you said before, you could just do a little bit at a time or mix it with something else. So, water it down a little bit if you think it's too hot.
And now Tobias wants to know, which is your favorite to dash into some chili?
That once again, that's a preference. It's 'cause sometimes I want to use the peach, sometimes I want to use the cherry. It depends on my mood and what my palate is kind of desiring.
Yeah, and I mean that's going to answer a lot of these. For example, Chris wants to know which one you recommend for vegetables and fish.
Once again, you got to just try it and see which one you like better, which one works better for you. It's hard to say if one is particularly better for anything, because I like experimenting. So it depends on what you're cooking, on how you cook the vegetables, everything. It depends on everything. If it's stir fried, if it's it depends on how you cook your vegetables.
And what you have a taste for, because they're distinctly different sauces. Right. And so it really depends which one you like. I want to point out, Cecil says, Eddie's solo on the price is so tasty. And I agree. For those who, if you know Twisted Sister, you know that all of those solos, I believe all of them, are Eddie, and such amazing playing. So Tobias is going to try the peach one. That's the one that he likes. And so he can do that. And again, it's very easy to go into the link in the description right now and order some, and because it's great. And it comes with that recipe book, which is about, I think it's 49.50 recipes, and that's if you buy the 2-pack, which is what I have linked. And
that's if you buy it on Amazon. If you buy it from my website, twistedhotsauce.com, you get the book with 3 or more bottles.
Gotcha. Yeah, and people can visit your site as well, because you also have other cool merchandise. You also have the mini guitars, which are amazing.
The mini guitar, yeah. And right now I'm doing a special. If they could put in the code SAFE 2020, and you get $4 off each bottle.
Yeah, that's right. You've been running a really cool deal right now when the pandemic began, so that people are able, save a little money and get some.
Yeah. And since the pandemic is still lingering, I've kept it there for now. Until things get back to normal. And also, if with orders of $15 or more, it's free shipping.
Yeah, which is great. And he's a very tasty player, never overplays, but always serves the song well and not his ego. Couldn't agree more, Eddie, with that. You were never, it wasn't about how many notes you played. You have guitar solos, Eddie, that people can sing. That's the ultimate compliment, that you can sit there and sing. I was singing "We're Not Going to Take It" solos all through school. It's a testimony.
Yeah, I like doing theme solos. We're Not Going to Take It. I kind of just played off the melody.
Right.
And the thing was, with that solo, I wanted it to be more like a Brian May thing, like with 3-part harmonies. There's two other harmonies on there, but it was never mixed loud enough, so it kind of didn't get that Queen feel. I wanted like that's why I kept it that simple to keep it like, hey, do like a Queen thing with this, like Brian May does, because he does a lot of really nice theme solos, and when he does those harmonies, they're pretty simple runs by themselves. But with the triple harmonies, it's it comes to life, and that's what was supposed to happen. We're not going to take it, and I always tell every producer I've worked with, I said, mix it like a Queen thing, and they just never did. So it just came out more like a off the melody type of solo. So
it's become history. So we'll give a couple more minutes. People have questions for Eddie. This is your chance. This is a surprise. We didn't really promote that he was going to be here. He was nice enough to sit in. We were going to just sit around and eat his hot sauce. And so Eddie's here. You might as well take advantage of it. If you want to ask the question that we all ask over and over again, when is Twisted Sister getting back together? I asked JJ on Friday, and JJ is never going to give you a no, but he's not going to give you a yes yet either. Eddie, in my interview with you, you made it very clear that if it should happen, you would do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not good to say. You never say never, because you never know what you're going to do sometimes. And people that say, oh, that'll never happen again. I think maybe for a special occasion or a benefit or something, that might happen. A full-blown tour, I don't think that would, ever happen.
I think JJ said what you said. I said, 9/11 was, you guys got back together to raise money for first responders' families. There was a reason, and he thought that maybe that kind of thing could happen. Here's a question. Did TS ever open for Kiss?
We did a show we did a festival with Kiss, and we didn't really, Journey was on. It was one of those shows that there was quite a few bands like Journey, ourselves. And in a way, we kind of opened for them because, we went on before them and went on after us. So we were the second to last. That was the only time. It was a festival. So it wasn't really.
That was the end, right?
Huh?
That was the last show, right?
No. Oh, well, actually, yeah, that's right. In Mexico. That's right. Kiss did play after us. That's right. Thanks. Because I was thinking about another festival that we did in Europe that the same thing happened. So, yeah, the festival in our last show, Kiss, we did open for Kiss. That's right.
Yeah. And as you said, those kind of things, a festival's a different thing. It's like you went on tour supporting Kiss, and they have all their pyro and things.
Right. It was not like we're on. That's different. That's really opening. This is more like, festivals are different. But you could technically say, yeah, we went on before them.
Yeah, I'm not going to start any trouble, but somebody says OJ is so much cooler than JJ. It's like hot sauce. It's like hot sauce. It's a matter of opinion.
Some people have egos, and some people don't think that much about it.
Don't say too much, Eddie. Eddie, I had Ross the Boss on. You know Ross, right?
Yeah.
So he came on, and he started talking about Manowar and how they're scumbags, and then he regretted it. And he put out 2 apologies since. I shouldn't have talked so openly. I shouldn't have said so much. And so sometimes less is more. Here's a good question. Does Eddie still play guitar regularly?
I try to. I try to as much as possible. It's something I love doing. And, I just did a Leslie West tribute. We did a theme from Imaginary Western. Myself, Dee sang the solo. Rudy Sarzo played bass. Mike Portnoy played drums.
Great.
And Francesco, my son-in-law, played the keyboards. So that's going to be coming out in January. There's a whole tribute album. And a lot of different guitar players played on that.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd be exciting. And, people have to remember, Twisted Sister played over 9,000 shows. So you've done a lot of guitar playing. Sometimes it's probably nice to be at home and have some hot sauce.
Yeah. But, it's still, I still like playing a lot. That's why sometimes when that tribute thing came up, it was good because I got to play quite a bit on that,
Yeah,
and
and so
and get together with some other great musicians, and it was good fun.
question is, any recollections from playing in Santiago, Chile?
Any question? What was that again?
He wants to know if you have any recollections when you played in Santiago, Chile.
Oh yeah, it was great. South America's great. It's a great place to play. The people there just, man, they're so into it. It's just great.
They love hard rock and metal.
Yeah, they sing everything. They even sing the solos.
Mhm.
Which kind of threw me off a little bit. Like when I was playing the price, and they go da, 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 da. They're all doing like 5,000 people doing that. It's
Like a chant.
I was like, I thought there was an echo, and I was like, wait a minute, they're singing it. And then when I did the main solo, they did the whole run. I was like, wow.
Yeah, what a feeling.
Yeah.
Cecil wants to know any memories working on the hearing aid project. I'm sure there's a lot, but
yeah, that was good fun. I mean, actually, Nikki Six drove me to the session because we were hanging out then. So he picked me up at the hotel, and he came. He dropped me off. That was at A&M Studios, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, there was so many guys there, so many people from the music business. So many guitar players, and yeah, it was just fun. I mean, it was nothing happened that was monumental.
right.
It was just good fun.
Sean has a good follow-up question, though. He said, what was Ronnie James Dio like? And so Ronnie obviously put together a hearing aid, but he also played on your solo record.
Right. Ronnie's was one of the nicest guys. I mean, to me, I mean, everybody depends on, who you ask, I guess, but he was always one of the nicest guys and very dedicated to his fans. I mean, he would stay and sign autographs. He would get everybody. Like even after a show, people would come out by the tour bus, and he would stay there for a couple of hours, make sure that he took pictures and signed everything.
That's what I always hear.
Which is hard. I mean, it's after a show too. You're tired. You want to kind of get going, and many times he would stay there for hours. So that's not something many people do.
No, and especially of his caliber. He was playing some big places. Eric says
he's a great singer. I mean, what a voice. I mean, wow.
Yeah, one of a kind. Eric says he just bought 3 bottles and he's stoked. So we thank Eric for checking out the hot sauce. It's going to be a good thing. It's also affordable. I mean, that's the one thing. It's affordable. Now, here's a question from Tobias. 1984 or so, there was a rumor that JJ was really Ace Frehley, and Eddie was and OJ. They call you OJ. Was from Journey. Where did that even come from? We were all dumb freshmen, no internet, just gossip and correct. Did you ever hear any of that?
Never.
Okay. Well,
what did I play in Journey?
Yeah, Tobias, you got to tell us, what did Eddie do in Journey? Because he's looking for his royalties, if it's true.
Yeah, I would have loved playing with Journey.
But Ace Frehley was JJ. I mean, I don't know.
Well, he had, when Wicked Lester was Wicked Lester,
right?
And JJ had auditioned at the same time Ace did, I think, or around the same time. So he rehearsed with Gene and Paul, and I'm not sure if Peter was playing drums, but he rehearsed with them a few times when they were doing the Wicked Lester thing. And I know they called him back a few times, and then they just didn't call him back, and they ended up taking Ace.
Eddie, do you know that?
Maybe that's what.
I think that's what it is. Eddie, did you know that JJ auditioned for Twisted Sister when his name was John Siegel, and Gene Simmons told him that he was too Jewish and that he had to change. He had to change his name. Could you imagine Gene Simmons telling someone they're too Jewish?
It's funny because the way he talks, I mean, he sounds so Israeli.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the way he talks, for him to say that is pretty funny. I mean,
Yeah,
Paul doesn't sound like that, but I mean, if you didn't know better, you would think Gene was from Israel. You know, I mean, he has that real strong accent. I don't know if he speaks Yiddish, but
I think he does. I think he does.
because he has that accent.
Yeah.
You
Well, his
know?
family, are immigrants, and so they speak it. So I'm sure he does as well.
I'm sure that he probably was brought up like I was brought up speaking Spanish. So that's my parents always talked to me in Spanish. So that's probably the same thing that happened with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question that we're getting a lot of is about the hot sauce. One is it made in America?
Yes, definitely. It's made in Florida.
Nice.
Bottled in Florida. Yeah, you can't. I wouldn't be able to import something like that. It probably wouldn't work out. You know, bottling something. You're talking about bottling and stuff in glass.
Because they were asking about sourcing peppers and fruit, and if it's made here in the States, and obviously it is.
Yeah, everything's in the States. Yeah, and in Florida, it's fruit and stuff. It's a lot easier to get the ingredients in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So anyway, I'm glad that Eddie. I'm glad you were able to stop by. As soon as we get off this live, we got a lot of food to eat. That was just the.
Oh, great!
We just had a little sample, but.
I wish I was there. I could help you out.
Yeah, I wish you were here too. We got to get you back out to Vegas. I know you love Vegas.
Yeah, it's a great place. I was just there in July. Had a little family reunion, but because of the numbers going up again, I didn't really stretch out and meet too many people.
No, right now is not the time, but hopefully things will get better and we can get out there. A lot of more JJ French insults that I'm not gonna read, but you would laugh if you saw them.
Well, that's what I said. He says things sometimes that really piss people off, and I don't know why he does that, but
I think he sets himself up to be that guy. That's sort of his character. Not unlike Gene, maybe. He does his he does his
thing. So and sometimes D does that too. D tends to say things and people get mad, come up to me and say, "Why is D saying this about me?" I go like, "I don't know. Ask him."
He's an intimidating guy to interview because and I'm talking about having him on to talk about his solo CD, but he is the type of guy who could go off on a tangent on something and, out of nowhere, he'll just say that something sucks or somebody sucks. And he's passionate. I think he talks from his heart, but sometimes there's a time and a place.
Yeah, like I don't like putting people saying this guy sucks and that guy sucks because you know what? If somebody likes him, then he's doing the right thing for that person. You can't, just because you don't like something doesn't mean that it sucks.
Right.
You just don't get it. You know what I mean? There's certain things I don't get. Like there's certain music that I don't get, but I'm not going to say it sucks because plenty of other people like it. So if it's successful, they're doing the right thing by those people because they get it and they're enjoying it. So who am I to say that sucks?
Absolutely. And I think that if you're on the same side as D, you might go, yeah, that's my champion. But if you're not, you might go, that son of a bitch. But Eddie's total class. We got a lot of people commenting about that. And Ron is saying he's having trouble finding a bottle of hot sauce, but it's very easy. All you got to do is go to the link in the description. And everyone's getting a lot of people saying, ask Eddie to play something. They all want to hear you plug in and play, but Eddie's not set up for that. We were nice enough.
Wasn't set up for that.
Yeah,
he's nice enough. Too long to do that now.
Yeah, that'd have to be for another day. Like I said, he was nice enough.
Some of the guitars here.
That is great, though. Wow. Hold on, Eddie. Let me make you the full screen because that's exciting. Hold on. Yeah, look how cool that looks, everybody.
Yeah, I got my Eddie over here. You see that?
Yeah, that's amazing. How cool.
Yeah. So
is that the original Bullseye guitar back there?
That's the one I've been using the most. I ended up using this actually more. It was the second one made for me in 2000 and when the band got back together, 2003. So I've actually done more shows and played this more than I played the original one. The other ones right now, it's kind of like in the closet, but I still play that one. It's kind of beat up, you know.
Yeah.
Beat up. But
thank you for sharing that with us, because how cool to see that. But yeah, the original one belongs on in a showcase now. You know, it's
yeah. Well, it's still working. Still working, but this one I put in the Sustainiac pickup, which I use quite a bit, especially on Burning Hell, songs with long sustains, because it's the Sustainiac pickup is it's a magnet that keeps the string going. It sort of works like an ebow, so you can hold the note forever.
Yeah, that's cool. And also, nowadays, I mean, you're not touring right now, but when you're flying and doing fly dates, you don't want to bring the original guitar with you. At this point, it's better to have the backups.
Yeah, well, I still bring, what I want. It's pretty safe. It's an Anvil case, so.
I've gotten this question a lot. They've asked me to ask JJ. I never got around to it. Something about Anvil. Did you guys have some kind of fight with Anvil?
I don't know if we had a fight with them.
JJ mentioned in the Anvil movie the Twisted Sister got their ass kicked by Anvil.
By the band, Anvil, or the Case's company?
I think he means the band.
We got our asses kicked by Anvil?
Eddie doesn't recall your story, and JJ, who knows what he was talking about. Maybe he said Anvil did a better show. I don't know. It doesn't sound like JJ to me.
I can imagine him saying that.
I don't imagine that. I don't think JJ thinks the Beatles have done it.
That wasn't him. That was somebody else.
Yeah, I think
even if it did happen, he wouldn't say that.
No, it's not his style. Do you have a special track from your solo record, Axes to Axes? I guess he wants to know what your favorite is off that record, if you can pick one.
Well, I really like the fact that I got to do a song with Ronnie. So for that reason, that's kind of like close to my heart, because I didn't know Ronnie was going to pass away,
Yeah.
So the fact that I got to do a song with Ronnie James Dio, for him to sing one of my songs is like such an honor, that it's something that, was a real accomplishment. I really feel proud about that, He did such a great job. It's like, it's one of those things that I feel really good about. So, but I kind of have a thing about each. Songs are like your kids. You like all of them. You can't like one more than the other. But that's special because I didn't, like I said, I never thought we'd lose Ronnie so soon.
Yeah, and because that track was towards the end of his life that when it came out.
Yeah. It was like I think a year after that, I found that we found out he had cancer. And I was like, oh man,
Yeah, I recommend that record, Axis to Axis, as well. We'll put a link to that so that people can still, listen to it. Music. If it's time to listen to music, you put on some Twisted Sister, you put on Eddie's solo records, and you have a little hot sauce.
You can download it on Apple, I think. Apple Music has it up there. Last time I looked.
They're telling the Anvil story, but it's really not that exciting.
Anvil story.
Talking about using the same sustainic that you use. He uses it in a ejector. Takes again a little used to. Here's another one. Robert wants to point out that he liked your band Scarecrow back in the day.
Oh, Scarecrow, yeah. Wow. That was that wasn't too long I was in the band. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but we had some good songs. Definitely some good. We did some shows, but it just didn't pan out. Unfortunately, one of those things. Thought it was a good band, though.
Yeah, in the back of JJ's book, he tries to list every show Twisted Sister has played.
Right.
The list is insane, and I don't think people realize how much you guys worked your asses off. I think people think Stay Hungry came out and you were huge and you just played these giant shows. This is like some of these dates. This is just 1973 to 1974. It's probably before you even joined.
Yeah.
But as it goes on, you joined in 75, right?
75, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So this is just these 2 pages alone. This is 1976 and 1977. Twisted Sister is the hardest working band. And then
A lot of shows.
you look at some of these weeks, you could just pick one up. 611, 612, Lake Carmel, New York, 615, New York, 616, Stony Brook, Max's. I mean, it's like you're playing every day. And you're a band that took off at least 12 years the first time.
Yeah, yeah.
And this list goes on and on. It's crazy. And over 9,000 shows. Obviously, Twisted Sister paid their dues. There's a couple of shows missing from the list. I pointed them out. I saw you guys at the Silverton here in Las Vegas twice. So in his next edition, he's going to have to update.
That's one thing. He was really good at keeping track of that stuff, which I'm glad, because there's sometimes I wanted to think back about something, and I would say, "Hey, where did we play on this day?" And he will send me an email back. "Oh, we were the." I'm like, "Oh, good," because there was sometimes there was memories that I would think of, or somebody would ask me something. He always had the dates. He kept track of that, which is a good thing. I mean, that's definitely. I'm glad one guy in the band did that.
Yeah, he worked hard at it, asking everybody and trying to get as much information as he can. 9,000 something shows is a lot. Ron just got his hot sauce. He says he can't wait to get it. So it's nice to see so many people
Awesome.
Doing that. Yeah. And let's see. Eddie, did you ever play drums before?
Very badly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can play like drums for 3 minutes, and then I get, because it's so physical. I know jumping around with a guitar is physical, but drums, wow. It's really...
Wikipedia, which isn't always accurate, says that you may have played some drums on a Twisted Christmas. Is that true?
No, I didn't play the drums on that. No, I didn't play drums. I sang a song in Spanish, a Spanish version of White Christmas.
That came up as well, yeah.
Yeah. I think we put it on the internet at one time, so it's around somewhere. But
a lot of people say that a lot of comments saying that their favorite members of the band were you and AJ. I have to say that I know you and AJ the best, so I'm going to agree with them. But boy, was AJ an incredible person. We talked about it in our last. Yeah, we talked about in our last interview, and JJ says it as well. I mean, what a universally liked guy and pleasant, fun person to be around.
And a real talent. I mean,
and an amazing talent.
Yeah, he's as good a drummer as any drummer out there. Anyone. That's the thing. I don't think he got that recognition, unfortunately.
No. And because we had him out here with Sin City Sinners, he played about 20 songs. He was amazing. I think we all were kind of like, "Holy shit, AJ's great." We knew he could play, but there was much more than just Twisted Sister. You want him to play War Pigs, and you want him to play metal.
Throw anything at him, and he knew it. I mean, and had never.
Eddie's frozen right now, but this is live. I'm sure he'll be back. Hopefully, we'll get him back.
Yes,
Eddie,
there we go.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, we were just talking about AJ. He really was great, and he really was special. And as much as a diehard Twisted fan as I am, I do understand you guys saying that it is different without AJ. It's hard to replace any of you, obviously, and there's no replacing. But even continuing is difficult because AJ was a real life of that band.
Yeah, I mean, Mike did a great job covering for AJ, and he did everything exact.
Yeah, he didn't overplay. He played it
respectful. Yeah, like it was just, he really honored AJ's playing, and that's the guy AJ said, if someone's gonna step in for me, I'd like him to do it. But I think he just meant if he couldn't make a gig, not that he was going to pass away.
Right.
So, yeah, it was a bad loss. He was only 55.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's been a while now.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I was fortunate to see you guys so many times when you guys did the Christmas residency here in Las Vegas. I came to see you, and I went to every show, front row. Got to see you and AJ play. For a kid who missed Twisted the first time because I was just too young, it was so great to see so many of those shows.
Yeah, that was a fun week.
Fun week for sure. A lot of people sharing their first Twisted memories. This first concert, Sean, was Twisted Sister and Iron Maiden. Not a bad place to start.
Yeah, that was a great tour. That was a great tour. One of my favorite tours. Because I got to see Iron Maiden every night.
Yeah, best seat in the house. And Jim's first time was in Birmingham, UK in 2005. And they said that you played with Alice Cooper, but you guys stole the show.
Wow, that's nice to say. You know, that was a great tour with Alice Cooper. We did 2 weeks with him. And yeah, we hit Birmingham, Iron Maiden land, not Iron Maiden, Sabbath land. And that went really well, you know, but I'm glad he thought that because I thought Alice did a great job too. Every night, I think that was a really good. Both of us just went really well. The sound company, everything worked really well. It was one of those. It's a good 2 weeks. It was only 2 weeks, but it was a good 2 weeks. You know?
Yeah, I see some people. You can never tell who's trolling her, but they're asking about AJ. Did Twisted Sister help out AJ's girlfriend or his wife or his anyway? I know that AJ's estate. I know this from JJ. Still collects 20% of all deals. So if there's a Twisted Sister licensing deal, if the song's in a commercial, whatever the deal is that Twisted makes, and JJ is the manager of the band, 20% is still put towards AJ's estate.
Right.
So I think that answers that for anybody who wants to know that AJ's family is collecting his share of the money, which is a very fair deal. JJ points out that Twisted was always one of the bands that split those deals, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's the right thing to do. You know?
Yeah.
The right thing to do. So, yeah, we're definitely doing that.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, we forgot about him and his family. So, you know, his family's getting whatever, 20% of whatever we make, you know, whatever royalties come in. You know,
which is the class way to handle it. And you guys handled everything with AJ with class. You honored those shows. Mike honored AJ's memory.
Yeah.
And so no one left behind. If there's anything that Twisted is, you're a family. You might be a dysfunctional family.
What band isn't?
Yes, but you guys have, JJ made a good point. He said, I still talk to these guys all the time. We text with each other. We talk with each other. You do each other's podcasts. He said, right now, we don't even talk about reunions. We talk about how's the kids, how's the family, and it's nice to get along.
Yeah, I mean, why? It's more like little stiff. Some of the little stuff that happens is not worth blowing up over, you know, because a lot of the stuff that happens between bands is such petty shit.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's not worth the aggravation that people get out of it. You know, it's just not worth it.
A lot of people saying they saw the Come Out and Play tour. That's a great one to have been part of. What do we got here? Reading, 1982. You know, it's
yeah, I remember that.
Some big stuff. All right, want to make sure we talk about this one last time. And again, thank you, Eddie, for coming in and keeping us, giving us all some entertainment and so many fans. So okay, so this is the Peach Carolina Reaper, and it's hot, but I don't think it'll kill you. They say it's an 8 out of 10. I used less because I knew it was hot. And then this, I think, is my favorite. This is the cherry habanero. If you like a barbecue sauce also. I think it really makes a good condiment. Like you were saying, people could put on a hot dog. I see that. You know, it's a thick sauce.
Yeah. You brush your teeth with it, too. It's getting real.
I might try that on next week's show. Dan says he's ordering, so thank you, Dan. We're glad that, I mean, I didn't set this up as an infomercial. I do believe in this.
Like
and I love Say again? QVC. Yes.
Like QVC.
We got to get a bell to go off every time someone orders one.
We have a hot sauce.
Yeah, he's ringing the bell. But no, that I thought it would be a fun thing to do. I love having you on, and it's a good product, and I think people will enjoy it. So, and Dan's also saying he's going to put it on wings. That's what he's.
Oh, that's definitely that's a must do.
Dragon City also just bought 2 bottles. Hey, Eddie, you're gonna have to restock. Everyone's gonna buy up all the hot sauce tonight.
Hey, cool.
We're having the great hot sauce depression, so get on the horn to Florida and make sure they know we need some more.
Well, they got enough stuff.
Okay, good. We got some supplies.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone's thanking you for coming in, and I really appreciate it, Eddie. We'll stay in touch. Hopefully, things will get safer soon. We're gonna
Definitely.
we're gonna go down to the Bootlegger Bistro, Italian restaurant here. You know the place, owned by Ronnie James Dio. And he told me he's got plenty of the cherry habanero hot sauce. So we'll go have a nice Italian meal, and we'll add some hot sauce to it.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Great guy for sure. And definitely got a great restaurant.
Yep.
All right, Eddie.
I always go there. Anyway, it was a pleasure, man. Like always.
We will talk again soon.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. Eddie Ojeda. How about that for a nice visit? He stopped by and spent some time with us. And I'm telling you, the hot sauce is great. I didn't just say it because Eddie's here. He's got a really good product. So I want to thank everyone who tuned in today. If you won some CDs, we gave away some CDs today. We gave away All Terrain Mother's Day. This features Jeff Plate from the band Savatage, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and he was also in Metal Church. So we gave away some of these. And next week, I might have a couple more to give away. And Jeff's a great guy. Check out that interview. And then also make sure you check out the hot sauce. Now, we are going to be back. We're going to do this every Wednesday, something different, something special. So I want you guys to watch along with me. I appreciate all the super chats and all that, because you know what? This is a full-time job doing this. It doesn't seem like it. I know I see people in the comments think I just throw on my Spice Girl shirt and go to work, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot of work to research this stuff, and it takes a lot of work to have the test kitchen up. As you can see, there's Miguel now, wide awake. We're getting ready to have a dinner after this because we bought tons of food and made tons of food, and yes, and so anyway, I appreciate everyone for watching live. I appreciate everyone who watches in the replay. We'll do it again. If you guys tuned in late, remember that right now the current interview is Carmine Apiece. This Friday, JJ French from Twisted Sister. The following Monday, Susie Quattro, who is an absolute legend. If you don't know her from Happy Days, then you better know the music. Really great, and we talk about all of that. And then, oh, cool, Matthew also got his welcome kit, cards and pics. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad to see everybody getting their welcome kits. It took me a minute to sit down, and I don't know where all that stuff is right now, but we got different pics from my bands and from the channel, and then different photos. And I'm trying to send everybody different stuff, and I want to make sure, because the Patreons, you guys are the ones who put the Arroz con Camarones on my table. That's rice with shrimp for you English folks. And the papas fritas, which is French fries. If it wasn't for you guys, I couldn't do it. And I am trying to do this full time. I have turned down playing gigs. I've turned down some tour managing because I believe in this channel, and the response that you guys give me is incredible. So I am so thankful that you like the way we do things. Coming very soon, you're going to see me try to reunite Brittany Fox. That's coming soon, and lots more. So we're going to have a good time. We got through the whole interview without anyone asking for Vito Bratta or Warren DeMartini. Miguel, a lot of people enjoyed your performance. A lot of people saying Miguel is cool.
Thank you for supporting us.
Yeah, and Miguel, I've known Miguel. I don't want to give away my age, but I've known Miguel for 73 years. 73 years, give or take. But we've known each other a long
time, whippersnapper.
We've known each other a long time, and I'm glad. And he's going to be here for a while. Here's a funny one. Somebody is sniffing that someone wants to be the asshole of the week. It's hard. Listen, the internet is filled with trolls. That's what they do, and it's fine. Most of the time, great thing with YouTube, one block, they're gone. Who cares? But sometimes I feel like it's fun. They like to see Miguel again. Want to see more of Miguel. That's understood. Miguel's got some amazing stories. When you were speaking to Eddie Ojeda, Miguel, hold on. when you were speaking to Eddie Ojeda, you said something in the most broken English I could ever think of. You were like talking like a Spanish Ebonics. Do you remember what it was?
I think what is it? New Yorican. That's what they call New Yorican.
It was something.
The pasteles when I was talking about.
Well, that was okay, but there was something that you said that I was just like, and I said, I wish I could cut you off, but I was sitting next to you in the test kitchen. Hey, the test kitchen will be back, and yeah, look at the favorable reviews for Miguel. Miguel, you didn't even do anything. Miguel's got the best stories, and he's getting favorable reviews, and he will be back. Everyone always says that they want me to be interviewed on the channel, and Miguel is the person probably who knows me the best.
We got to work on that. Yep.
Miguel said something about Baricua. Yeah, Miguel is definitely a Baricua. But it was fun to reminisce about the RKO Fordham.
Talking about the only neighborhood in New York City.
Yeah, they say Miguel needs a band, and they'd like to. Well, maybe, who knows? Miguel sang with the Sin City Rejects, my band. He was interesting. You can find a video of it. You remember that?
Yeah. Rebel Yell. Ron's last appearance with us.
That's true. Yeah, the late Ron Jeremy. Yeah, are you knocking things over there in the test kitchen? Anyway, guys, I thank you. We will be back next week, every Wednesday. You should join us every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And next week, we're going to have Bumblefoot. We're going to make some different food. We're going to try Bumblefoot sauces. He has totally different sauces. So he'll be here. Following week, we're going to have the Alice Cooper hot sauce. I'm looking forward to the Alice Cooper hot sauce. He's got 3 of them. And then after that, let's see. Hold on. Miguel and Jason, hope you guys go out for Halloween. I can totally see Miguel as the Joker and Jason as a wicked vampire. Well, we might have to work on that. Someone likes to point out that Ron's indicted. Yes, he is. Lake Town, you had fun. You had a good time and you won something. And Sin City Collector, thank you for moderating and keeping this going. He's pointing out that Ron is in prison for life. Sin City Collector, that is not a correct statement. He is facing life in prison. He's in prison right now, but he has not been convicted. Needless to say, he will be. But as of now, everyone in America is entitled to a fair trial. Fair trial. We have to hear the facts. And yes, a lot of interesting people tonight. I thank you for watching. Again, join me every Monday and every Friday on YouTube. This Friday, you can check out my interview with JJ French. It's interesting. He's a different character than Eddie. And yes, anyway, so I'm going to go eat my dinner. And I'll see you right here. Friday morning, I will be live in the chat. That's at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Everybody else, I don't really care. No, I'm kidding. People watch from all over the world. You figure it out, and I'll see you. So that's it. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. If anyone watching who hasn't subscribed, go hit that subscribe button. It really helps the. Thank you everybody for watching. It really helps keep this channel going because, again, can't do it without you. And we're closing in on 8,000 subscriptions. We have over 600,000 views. This is the fastest growing channel of its kind. There's nobody who does these rock interviews who has better numbers. I've also gotten these numbers thanks to you within 5-6 months. This is growing. We're going to make it bigger. We're going to get the bigger guests. I'm already getting offers from people that are crazy that you would never believe that we would get. So thank you very much. I hope you guys will have a great night and we'll chat again next week.